Lots of people who know me think that I'm rich. They see my lifestyle, they see the 2 homes, they see the beach, me being able to play with my dog, me being able to play on the beach, to go camping on the weekends. They see the amount of freedom that I have in my life, and they just assume right away that I am rich. But I have to tell you a secret. Last year, I paid myself significantly less than an average entry level gets in Seattle or Vancouver or any of the big cities. So in today's video, I want to talk to you about how you can have the exact lifestyle of your dreams that you want, even if you aren't rich. And more importantly, we're going to discuss how you can have that lifestyle much sooner than you ever thought possible. Welcome back to Renegade News. My name is Glenn Kowalski. I'm your host. Every week on this channel, we discuss how entrepreneurs and other freedom lovers just like you can build businesses that are completely cancel culture proof. The important thing that I really want you to get from this video is that you don't need to earn millions of dollars to do that. I mean, I'm an ambitious guy. I like to earn money, but there are steps that I took before I was making really good money to be able to live this type of lifestyle immediately instead of waiting until retirement. So one thing that I want you to realize is that less can be more. So you know those people who go live on a tropical island somewhere that you envy so much? And I know I get a lot living here in Panama. Most of those people don't actually have a whole lot of money. Now, sure, some of them do. There's a lot of millionaires who move to the islands and they buy these big mansions. But most of the people that I've met have really given up most of their possessions. And they're choosing to live more simply within humble means and with less money backed up. And I believe that the secret to living better is prioritizing your time and money on what actually gives you joy and optimizes your sense of well-being. This type of life, it generally requires less of everything. It takes less work, it takes less stress, there's fewer things, there's fewer commitments, there's fewer bills. Our bills are a lot lower, there's fewer cares, there's fewer worries. You know, if you live up in the mountains here, you don't have to have air conditioning. If you live down here where I'm living right now, you don't need to have heat. There's so many ways that you can cut back, and the expenses are so much lower that you don't need as much money to live a good life if you have your priorities straight. And because of that, most of us do need some type of an income to take care of our basic needs. But you don't need to burn yourself out just to pay for a lifestyle that you don't have time to enjoy. And really what it is, it's about finding what Buddhists call a middle way. It's a healthy balance between work and life. So I want to take it a bit of a different direction and just kind of talk about my lifestyle a little bit, just to give you an example. Now, my lifestyle is all about having more freedom and more ability to structure my day to suit the way that I want to live. You know, it's about having time to go camping, to go overlanding, to explore some of the back roads here, to go 4x4ing. There's just so many cool paths here that I want to explore. And most people, especially expats, don't even know that these exist. I want to be able to cook wholesome, delicious meals for my wife and I. I want to have time to meditate, to spend time being creative, reading, filmmaking, creating adventure films, those types of things. I want to have time to do exercise, go out and play pickleball with my wife at one of our many courts here. I want to spend time in nature, in the trees, looking at the monkeys and the sloths. And also just finding time to do just the normal grounding work, you know, household chores, playing with my dog, you know, checking on the hens and making sure that they're laying, making sure that our chickens are happy. And I also do some solid hours of work every day. I'm still creating, I'm still consulting, I'm still helping others find more freedom. And it's a passion of mine, but it's something that I do to actually earn an income as well. And I don't have to do all of these things every single day, but I want to make sure that it's regular, that I can do these things when I want to. I have a couple of homes, one on a beach, one here that you're looking at, which is down close to a beach as well, but in a house with some land. I mean, I do love my toys as well. I got my truck, I have all my overlanding gear, I'm getting into flying a drone, that kind of thing. And that's the type of life that I wanted and was able to create by realizing that I didn't necessarily have to make millions of dollars in corporate America, live in Silicon Valley where your rent is $2,500 a month for a little shack somewhere, or in Canada where you can't buy a house for under $750,000 that's even worth living in. So how was I able to create this? I mean, I'm not anything special. You know, I'm a Canadian. I grew up in a smaller town in Canada. But the first thing that I did, back when I was dead broke, when I was starting over from scratch, starting over from zero after losing everything, was to find someplace cheaper to live. I mean, most people who are stuck in their job, they feel stuck there because they have bills. They have rent, huge rents in the big cities. In US, Canada, rent is unbelievable, or a mortgage. Car payments. $700 a month car payments is what I'm hearing people are paying now. That's insane. Internet and phone bills. In Canada, the internet and phone bills and cable are something like $250 a month now. It's just nuts. And this list goes on and on and on. So imagine you're living in New York or San Francisco or Seattle or anywhere in Canada. Most of your salary right off the bat is going towards rent or your mortgage. Like I said, in Canada now, you can't get anything under $1 million to get a shack practically. Now imagine you could take your existing job and you could convince your boss to let you work from anywhere as long as you can get that work done. You know, why not pick up your laptop and move out of that tiny little big city apartment and move someplace much more beautiful and way cheaper? Cambodia, Thailand, Mexico, Argentina, Peru, Panama, they all offer this beautiful scenery, awesome, amazing people that you'll just absolutely love to be around, and a cost of living that will blow you away as to how much cheaper it is. And with all the money that you save, you could start to invest more to build up for the future. You could work way fewer hours, and you could even start your own business. Which brings me to the next sort of step and how I moved my lifestyle to be what I want was starting my own business. And yes, life gets more complicated when you start a business. There's no question about it. And once I committed to full-time employment, things did get more complicated. Now, when you have a business, obviously all of your earnings aren't going directly in your pocket. You have to take care of your overhead, your equipment, your employees. You don't get things like sick leave and all of those things that you get as being an employee. And things aren't taken care of you. You still have to put aside your money for taxes unless you're using smart strategies to legally reduce or eliminate your taxes, which is something that I help with. And that's someplace that the Renegade Report can come in. And it helps you with the knowledge and the tactics that you need to set yourself up in a way where you're earning more money, but more importantly, that money is going farther. And you're saving on or even eliminating your taxes legally, and you're finding more freedom in this unfree world, because it's worth having this financial plan for yourself and learning about running the business so it doesn't just become a source of your stress. You can learn a lot more about the Renegade Report. I'll put a link to it in the description as well, and you can check it out for yourselves. The next super important rule that I want to talk to you about that can lead to this type of freedom-based lifestyle is the 80-20 rule. It's a rule that I absolutely love, and it allows you to work a whole lot less and do more of what you enjoy. And it's really looking at the way that we work. Now, you don't necessarily need to quit your job to find happiness. If it's a job you hate, maybe you do, and that's okay. I know I've hated jobs that I've had to leave, and you have to get it. But whether it's in your own business or even in a job, you need to work in a way that's smarter. Now, there's a principle called the Pareto principle, and it's a simple rule that helps us to manage our time better. It's also better known as the 80-20 rule, and it states that 80% of our results can be attained through 20% of our efforts, and this has been proven time and time again. I know a few guys that study this, and this 80-20 rule is consistent across different areas, but it's really a simple idea when it comes to your time, and that's prioritizing your tasks, letting go of perfectionism, and working in a way that allows you to take 20% of your time to receive 80% of the results that you really want. Now, that doesn't mean that you're just throwing away all your unnecessary tasks or throwing away all the tasks that you have to do. You're not throwing away anything that's unnecessary, everything that needs to get done. And it certainly doesn't mean you're doing your tasks wrong or you're doing them half-heartedly or you're not putting enough effort into them. But it does mean just looking at what you do and prioritizing the work that actually makes the difference and moves the needle in your life, whether that's a job or whether that's a side hustle or whether that's a business. So let me ask you this. What kind of lifestyle would you design if you worked just a little bit less? Because I want you to think about what your dream lifestyle would look like and realize that there's probably a way to design that lifestyle that's already within your reach today. Maybe not tomorrow, but certainly within weeks, months, maybe years. But for most people, I'd say it's within months if you really set your mind to it. We all have this ability to make changes to our lifestyle to redesign our lives to suit us better. And maybe you have to take steps. Maybe it's just not packing up everything and selling everything tomorrow. But there are little steps so that you're moving in that right direction. But in order to do that, you really have to challenge societal norms. You can't follow the status quo of working more hours, trying to sock away more money, trying to save for retirement. God forbid, People die within 3 years of retirement. That's not what you want. You want to start living this lifestyle today. And so I'm going to throw this out to you. I'm going to throw out first of all, a challenge to think about this lifestyle. Think about what an extra 10 hours a week, if you could design an extra 10 hours a week into your schedule, what kind of lifestyle, what would that look like? And I'm daring you to step out and actually take that challenge on and start looking at a way to live this life today, not tomorrow. And also, don't forget to check out the videos that you see on the screen right now, because we're going to be talking about things that will help to get you there faster. We're going to be talking about cryptocurrency. We're going to be talking about privacy and VPNs. We talk a lot about tax reduction and even tax elimination that's completely legal, that's not going to end you up in jail. And most importantly, breaking free from the system that's been designed to keep you trapped. Make no mistake, this system is designed to keep you there, but you can step out. And I want to give you the life that you want today, not years from now. I hate looking forward to retirement in the future. We never know if we're going to get there. Learn how to take that life today before you retire, no matter where you're at. I'm Glenn Kowalski from Renegade News, and wherever you're at, I'm going to see you over there.